Alright. Alright, check this out. Where we at? We in the future. But you are all about 100 years behind where the future is actually at. You're about 100 years behind. Technology is technology is right there, but the implementation and the applications of it is just as, it's only going to go and can only go as far as the public can advance with it. It can't go no further. Then in comes me. But before me, in this vessel, tech has been able to push forward until it got to where it needed to go. Okay, here we are. So now we're talking about, somebody said, made a point to me where it said, it's not the same as doing it in the physical. That's a yes and a no. And vice versa. What you can do here in the third, you can't do in the DM. But in the DMs, what you can do it here as well. So what's the difference? And we talking about okay, let's just call it what it is. Let's talk about the hand-to-hand. The hand-to-hand. See, here, I got something going on here. I got a special project going on here. This here, home. This is home. A lot of warring going on with industry, home, and the in-between goods. You know about this. So they said, you make movies, right? You say you the last tycoon, right? Okay, okay, right? We'll give you that. Okay, it's right. This is legit. Okay, good. That's the first thing you have to admit. First, you have to admit that you understand that I am who and what I say I am, and I do what it is I say and do. Just not made up. So now let's get into, we watched the movie last night, The Pirates. And then I pointed some things out that thing was real time. When I say something is real time, that means as fast as I do it, it goes into production. It goes into production. So I had a sword fight. Okay? You don't need to know how it worked. I had a sword fight. And it was the best spar that I had. Out of all the battles up there that I had, that one-on-one was the best one I had with a swordsman. A while back ago, they did a show called Who is the Greatest Warrior? Which culture bred the best warrior? And the Shogun with the sword won it. They went through gangs, tribes, armies, and everything, and the Shogun. So then it came, and I can say, you might be right, because if you can work that sword, as they say, as an extension of your arm, with your body as one piece, one weapon, one piece, one weapon. That's a technique and a skill in itself. Okay. All right. The Templars work with swords, so on and so forth. The Knights, they work with swords too. Okay, now, out of all that, people say, well, they used to say, it's not real because you can't do it here in the third. Right. Now, this is how it goes. To do it in the DMs the way I do it, not to make it real, that it is real. They say you have to have the motor skills. To do it out here, you have to have the repetitions. You have to go through the paces to connect your joints and everything with your motor skills to be able to move that way. The thing about how I did it, how I do it, they have what they call the way of doing it. You can look it up. He has no knowledge in the third on how to do that. How is it possible that he can do that? That's the difference. Listen, he can't do that in the third dimension, what we can see. But how is it that he can do all that with no training other than watching TV and games and all that, how is it that he can do that in this and that? How is that possible? Well, that what he is doing, he's playing himself. Okay, so now, in the beginning, when they start jumping off, there was a lot of fighting. A lot of fighting. Coming to the middle, lots of fighting. Tons and tons and tons of fighting. Fighting. Tons and tons and tons of it. 24/7 fighting. Fighting. So in the third, everybody like, man, we want to see him do it out here. But now you know why I can't. They would let me train. I've been trying all the way since. I'd have been the first mixed martial artist. Because I would have started out boxing, right? At 9 years old, I was supposed to go box. Mama wouldn't let me. In the high school, 9th grade of high school, I went to go sign up for karate. Sigmet did me and pulled the rug out from me under that. I only went for about 4 F's. And then Sigmet pulled me out of that. Years later, I went to go boxing. Just train, learn how to put your things on, and just work on the bag. Bang, bang. Didn't learn how to didn't get the combos and shit together. I had to do that on my own. Got pulled out of that. Job call. Got pulled on to that. Years later, I went to go Taekwondo. Now Taekwondo, I got a little in. Got a little in. So now you want to study, and now they got this word called a culture vulture. So you know what a culture vulture is? A vulture goes in. I used to like a vulture. I liked his approach. He'd wait till there's nothing damn near but a carcass laying in the dirt, and the vulture will go in and go feed off of that. He don't do no killing. The vultures don't do the killing. The lions and the tigers, they do the killing, and then the vulture goes in and picks over what's left. So then a partner broke it down to me and said, "No, you don't like a vulture. A vulture don't do shit. He don't do nothing. All he do is bite, steal, thieve. You know what I'm saying? He don't do nothing. He just get leftovers." So they say, what then the movie start coming out? So when you get them things put on you, it ain't quite the same now, is it? Well, I've had them things put on me. I've been socked up, hitting the jaw. I've had them things put on me. The thing about this here is it's non-stop. The thing about this here is you could die. Now you can die in the third too. That's not what's disputed. But what's disputed is the time spent in it. Let's call it what it is. In the Matrix. Dodging the Minority Report. The time spent in it is what's remarkable. On top of getting his last tycoon on top of inspiring his industries, on top of breeding, on top of kicking out product. He kicking out product. He doing this on a major scale. Not that little wee shit the motherfucker do, and he get a little $1 billion check and he run off. Hey, I got this. No. He took the helm in 05 and never looked back. Don't forget, before 05 was everything was it was real time, but 05 I was real time. So I got all that coming. I got that whole thing coming, and then some. I got to get ISIS shit too. Okay. Is it hitting the jaw the same as getting hit in the jaw in the DMs? Yes. Yes. You can break it. You can get the sensation. You can get the dizziness, and you can also drop. It is. But you can't get a clean hit on me like that unless it's a sucker punch. And if it's a sucker punch, it's because I let it happen. Now, has it happened? Yes. They roll the tape, they'll show, yes. stabbings, shootings, your wig split. Yes. What happens is in the third, the emotion of not knowing is coming, and the initial impact of tenderness. That would get you. But if you train in the ring, you're trained to take those punches. See, so you're looking at it in two different ways. What people are seeing is the fear factor of getting hit. You not seeing two motherfuckers that's used to getting hit fighting. You see a motherfucker getting surprised and getting jumped on and getting stole on. You seeing two different things. You're not seeing two motherfuckers or a gang of 5 each getting ready to go in and go do battle. That's not what you're seeing. You're seeing the fear factor. So you watching the fear factor. You watching this. In the DMs, it's the same thing as a trained soldier.